Aloha from the Ozarks. Folks, I have behind me a 16 by 40 garden shed. It would make a perfect do-it-yourself tiny home or tiny house project. So if that's something that you are in the market for or interested in, well, then I'm going to turn the camera around and let you take a look at this in just a second. I'm on the back side of the building. It has 4 windows total, two 2x3 single panes on the back wall. It has upgraded urethane paint with trim. And then on the front, 2 more 2x3 windows, single pane, plus this 36 by 80 walkout door. We call it a 9 light for the 9 little windows. Let's go on inside. Plywood in the walls and floors. Most of my competitors do not use plywood in their walls and floors. We do. It's a premium grade of lumber everywhere that you look. Pressure treated, which means we also offer a limited but lifetime warranty on all of our treated lumber. All right, 5/8 inch plywood in the walls, 5/8 inch plywood in the floors. The wall studs are 2x4s that are 16 inches apart. That's standard for how you would build your own home if you were building one. We double the 2x4s every 4 feet. The more 2x4s in a wall, the stronger the wall. Like I said, we double them every 4 feet. Double reinforced, in this case triple reinforced window frame. Down there it's quadruple. That's kind of unusual. Normally it's a minimum of double reinforced like this. Okay, and that one's triple reinforced down there. Strong window frames and strong door frames, double reinforced at a minimum, means that when the building is delivered to your site and leveled, the windows and doors should open and shut properly. Anything less than a double reinforced window or door frame means you're going to have trouble with that window and door once it gets to your site. Okay? That's the way we build them standard because we want you to have a quality building. I told you that we use premium lumber. That's the grade that we buy. It costs us more to buy premium lumber, but it gives you a better quality building. Most of my competitors pay less and don't get the premium grade of lumber. Okay? And then they don't use plywood in the floors or in the walls. Now the floors are 5/8 inch plywood, and they are put together, they are fitted together using tongue and groove. So it's basically one giant floor, seamless and gapless. So it's bug proof. Bugs underneath the building can't get up through the seams in the flooring because they're fitted together using tongue and groove. So I hope that you understand they're interlocked. If you don't know what tongue and groove is, go ahead and Google that so you can see what a tongue and groove flooring looks like. That's a standard floor that you would build it just like that if you were going to build your own home. That's the way the flooring people would build your floor. Okay, the roof. Let's talk about the roof. Up above, we use 7/16 OSB roof decking all the way across the roof. That's standard for how you would build your own roof. If you had a roofing company coming out to build the roof for you, that's what they would use. OSB roof decking. Many of my competitors don't use OSB roof decking. They use little 1-inch slats of wood that go across there. We use the entire slab and OSB roof decking. And then on top of that, on the outside, is where we place the metal roof, which comes with a 25-year warranty. We do place a moisture barrier between the metal roof and the roof decking. That's the standard way you would build your own roof. If you had somebody to build it for you, they'd build it like that. Now, this building has the optional upgraded radiant barrier roof, and that blocks out 97% of the sun's radiant heat. It reflects it back out of the building. If you were going to have somebody build a roof for you, they would, by default, they would install a radiant barrier roof. That's an option in our Graceland buildings, and it's included in this particular building. So this building has several upgrades. The radiant barrier roof, it has extra windows, so there's a total of 4, plus that urethane paint on the outside with the painted trim on the edges. Okay, so those are the upgrades in this building. Standard in every Graceland building is this. I hope you can see it with the camera angle. That is an aluminum soffit ventilation system, and we put that in to all along that sidewall and all along this sidewall. Standard in every one of our Graceland buildings. It's a patented thing, exclusive to Graceland, and it's for improved airflow. In addition, we have this screened-in roof ridge vent that runs the entire peak of the roof and is screened in to keep out bugs and debris. That improves airflow. So when you combine the roof vent and the 2 soffit vents on the sides, you got a building that stays 10 to 15 degrees cooler at a minimum compared to a building that does not have the ventilation systems. And then combine that with this radiant barrier roof, and you definitely have a great beginning for a do-it-yourself tiny home project. Okay, let me talk about the subfloors. I already told you that the floors are 5/8 inch plywood, tongue and groove. Underneath, we use 2x6 floor joists that are 16 inches apart. That's just like you would build in your own home if you're going to build a home. Many of my competitors choose to save a bit of money and use 2x4s and not 2x6s. That means their subfloor is not as strong as ours. We do space them out 16 inches apart. That's standard. You can upgrade the floor and get a heavy-duty floor where we space them out 12 inches apart instead of 16 inches apart. But that's a heavy-duty floor designed you could drive your truck inside of it if you did that. Okay, but that's an optional upgrade. This building has a standard 16-inch on center, 2x6 floor joist. That's just like you would build in your own home. Okay, this is a great 16x40 do-it-yourself tiny house project. I have lots of questions that I've answered in my frequently asked questions link. So I'm going to put a link to that video in the description of this video. So if you have questions about this particular building, I bet I have it answered in my frequently asked questions page. So I'll encourage you to look at that. Or you can, of course, just message me right here on Facebook. No problem. Either way, okay? Whatever's easiest for you. Also, if you're interested in buying this building, of course, all you got to do is message me. We can do it all online. You do not have to come to my lot. Rent to own, we offer that. And of course, the cash price, if you want to pay that, that's your lowest price. You do rent to own, we have a no credit check rent to own. And there's no penalty to pay it off early. We don't penalize you for prepayment. Some other companies out there do penalize you, or they just lock you in to that rent to own price. So Graceland doesn't penalize you for paying it off early. I always encourage you to pay it off early if you're going to do rent to own. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Just message me on Facebook. Also, feel free to read the description of this video. So click on that, more, whatever it says, read more, whatever. And the description is going to have a link to view my current inventory and then a link to view my frequently asked questions. And of course, you can ask me your question directly right here on Facebook. Aloha from the Ozarks.